Before we start, I'll hide my previously used sketch plane in Items. In this video, I'm going to create 4 hubs positioned on top of the frame. I'll hide my front cap so it doesn't get in the way while I model. Double-tap with your finger on the front face of the frame. Create a 95 mm radius circle anywhere and drag it by its center point to the origin. Once it's there, lock it by tapping the lock icon underneath. Start drawing a 95 mm long line along the purple Z-axis. Zoom in and sketch 2 lines on each side, starting at the outer edge of the frame. Select the arc and make it tangential with the 95 mm circle by tapping on Tangent in the right-hand menu. Select the line and the arc and make sure they are also tangential to each other. Select both lines and use the equal constraint in the right-hand menu to make them equal. An easy way to snap points to lines is to select them and set the distance to 0. Select Circle from the left-hand menu and draw one, starting from the arc center. Give it a 2.5 mm radius. Select the outside arc, tap on its label, and set it to 5 mm. I won't need the center line anymore, so I'll delete it. Switch to a 3D view by swiping up with your finger. If you get lost, pan back to your sketch. Select both faces of the sketch and using the arrow, extrude it to 10 mm. Now select just the sketch and make a 5 mm hole. I need to create a part on the front cap where it joins the hub, so I'll unhide it in Items. Select the face again and tap on Extrude in the left-hand menu. And using the arrows, drag it 5 mm forward. Tap on the badge next to it and make this a new body. I'll drag the hubs to their appropriate folder in Items. I'll also hide my sketch plane. We won't be needing it for this lesson. Select the frame hub and tap on Color in the left-hand menu. I'll give it the same color as my frame. It will be easier to distinguish later. A quick tip before we move on. Use the Color Picker tool at the bottom of the screen to select previously used colors from faces. Select the hole on the front cap hub and give it a bigger 3 mm radius. This will be important for fitting the screws. Now I'm ready to rotate and copy them around the circular frame and cap. Select both hubs and move the pivot point to the center. It will snap if you bring the point near the edge. Turn on the copy badge next to the arrows and start rotating. First, rotate 90 degrees, then 180, and finally 270 degrees. Now we're ready with the hubs, but before we move one, we'll rotate the whole structure by 180 degrees, because the default 3D view will be better suited for us in the long run. Select Items and select all folders. Close Items and select More/Rotate Around Axis. I want to rotate around the purple Z-axis. Select it and use the arrows to rotate. Rotate it 180 degrees and in preparation for the next lesson, hide all sketch planes. In the next lesson, we're going to create fins on the frame body.